Hi, you guys. It's Yaz. And today I want to talk about when the narcissist finally regrets losing you. This is like a question that so many people ask. They want to feel like the narcissist will eventually regret losing them. And in time, the narcissist will regret losing you, really losing what you could do for them. But these are the times that the narcissist will regret losing you. Number one, and the most obvious time, is when they're sick of the new supply. They move on to that new supply, but guess what? It doesn't last long, okay? That's why I always say, never warn the new supply about the narcissist because, it puts you in the mess, okay? Because the narcissist, the only thing they're going to do is manipulate the new supply, tell the new supply, you're still infatuated with them, you're crazy, you cheated on them, you can't get over them. And it could also put you in a very dangerous situation too, all right? So don't get involved with that because eventually the new supply and the narcissist are going to have a falling out. It's just a matter of time, okay? Because the narcissist is toxic, so anything they touch turns to shit, okay? So in time, all right, the narcissist is going to get sick of the new supply and they're going to be thinking about you, thinking about what you're doing. They're going to miss whatever you did, all right? They're going to miss the qualities of you that the new supply doesn't have, all right? Or they may get bored of the new supply. Narcissists get bored very easily. And that's another time when the narcissist is going to regret losing you. They'll also regret losing you when you have something that the new supply doesn't, that, they miss something about that you had to offer them. It could be the sex that you had with them. Maybe the sex that you had with the narcissist was better than with the new supply. All right. They always think the grass is greener and it's not always greener. Or maybe they miss the fact that you had more to offer them than the new supply. They may have moved on to the new supply because they thought, it was a lot easier for them. They don't always necessarily move on to somebody better. Sometimes they just move on to somebody who's easier to deal with, okay? But they may miss whatever you had to offer them, all right? When's another time a narcissist will regret losing you? When they see you've moved on and you're happy, okay? Narcissists hate to lose anything because their exes are like, I did this analogy a while back in one of my podcasts, and it's so true. You're like the old shoe that they just can't get rid of. So when you move on, it's abandonment to the narcissist, and it's definitely a narcissistic injury. They lose control of you. And when they lose control of you, that spirals them down, and that makes them regret losing you. Now they have no access to you. You've moved on. Maybe you've even moved on to another relationship. Now they're really going to regret losing you because they know there's another person there and it's not so easy to walk back into your life. Although some of them will try. Some of them, when they see you've moved on to another relationship, that's when they come back and they screw with your head and tell you how much they love you and everything. So you end up not giving this new person a chance because you think like the narcissist cares about you, but it's not about them caring about you. They like the challenge of knowing that, they can win you over from the new person that you started with, all right? It's like I had somebody ask me this question. She said she moved on with somebody and her ex-narcissist was liking all the pictures of her and her new man, okay? And she's like, why is he doing that? Why is he liking all the pictures of me with my new man? I said, because he's playing mind games with you. That's why he's doing that. He wants to put himself into your head, all right? So now, and he's succeeding, right? Because you're thinking about him. You're thinking about him. And a lot of times they'll do something like that too, to pretend like, it doesn't bother them. Like, oh yeah, happy for you, happy for you. It's passive aggressive behavior because the narcissist is not happy for you moving on with someone else, all right? So the narcissist regrets losing you when they see you've moved on and you're happy. And the other thing too, they don't ever want to see you happy because a narcissist is miserable and misery loves company. So they never want to see you move on, be happy. All right. When's the next time a narcissist will regret losing you? when they see you're successful financially. Let's say you won the lottery. Oh my gosh, that narcissist they'll go kill themselves if they ever saw you won the lottery, okay? A narcissist will regret losing you if they see that you're successful financially. Your career takes off. You become famous. You come into a lot of money. Oh, that narcissist is going to wish they had a piece of that action. So that's another time that a narcissist is going to regret losing you, when you become, you come into money or you become successful in your career, because the narcissist wants to live off the fat of the land and take that money for themselves, okay? So that's another time that you'll see a narcissist really, really regret losing you, because they see you doing well financially, all right? When's another time a narcissist will regret losing you? When they are having a narcissistic collapse and they can't get any other supply, okay? And this happens. See, a lot of people don't realize this. Eventually, the narcissist will have a narcissistic collapse. This will be a time period where the narcissist is not doing well, okay? They're having a hard time getting supply, all right? Maybe they're burning a lot of relationships. People don't want to deal with them. They may have tried to recycle their exes and nobody's giving them the time of day, all right? Or maybe they're having a hard time finding new supply because there is so much education out there on narcissism. People aren't naive to this anymore, okay? They're not stupid. So the more awareness, the more education, people are going to be able to spot the love bomber. And when they try things like that. So what does that do, you guys? That makes it more difficult for the narcissist to manipulate someone. So things could be getting tough for the narcissist out there. And guess what? That's a time where they could have a narcissistic collapse. And when they're going through that narcissistic collapse, they're going to be thinking about their losses, what they lost, and how they lost you. So that's another time that a narcissist regrets losing you. When they're going through a narcissistic collapse, they are losing supply, they're not doing well, okay? When's another time that the narcissist regrets losing you? When they get old, you guys, okay? Sometimes karma doesn't happen right away. And I don't even like using the term karma. I like using they reap what they sow, okay? So it doesn't always happen overnight. Sometimes it takes a long time, years. It could happen as they're, in their later stages of life. That narcissist, they're going to get old. And when they get old, they don't have the resources that they once have. And they start to miss the resources and the people that they used to have, okay? So, because what happens to the narcissist is they end up settling with whoever's around in their old age, but they're not necessarily happy with them. They could be missing the one that got away, and you could have been the one that got away. And the narcissist will realize that later on, because they've lived a life, they've seen where their life is gone, and they realize, oh shit, I really lost something or of value, and that was you. And now I can't get anything else, okay? See, that's the only time a narcissist would ever probably realize that they lost somebody really well, is when they really hit a wall, okay? And that's during the narcissistic collapse. And also when they're getting old. So as they get older, things don't get better for the narcissist. It gets worse for the narcissist because they're going to have a lack of supply, and they're going to think about the supply that they lost, and they're going to regret losing you if you were a good supply, if you had a lot to offer them. Or maybe you did a lot for the narcissist. You bent over backwards. You tried to make them happy. They're going to miss that, okay? Because as they get older, people are not going to do for them the way they did for them when they were younger and maybe good looking, unless they have money, okay? I always put this little disclaimer, unless they have money, because a narcissist with money is a lot more independent than a narcissist without money, because unfortunately, what could happen is narcissists could always buy supply, but that supply is not there because of love. That supply is there because of the money, all right? So they're never going to really love the narcissist. They're just being there because the narcissist has money, all right? So these are all the times a narcissist will regret losing you: when they're not doing well, when they're sick, when they can't replace you, when they see you've moved on, when they see you're successful, when they see you're really doing good. The other time a narcissist will regret losing you, you guys, is when you're looking good, okay? When you're looking good. Narcissists are all about the outer person, okay? So they're all about looks and money. So when you're looking good, they're going to treat you differently than, let's say, you're not looking so good. Maybe you lost a lot of weight. Maybe you've been taking care of yourself, okay? You're doing skin treatments, okay? You're going to the gym, you're working out, you're looking healthy, you're taking care of yourself. And the narcissist is going to be like, first of all, they're going to be jealous that you're looking so good, but that's when they're going to regret losing you, because when you're looking good, they know that you're going to get more attention than they are, okay? So now you're in competition with the narcissist, and they're going to be looking at you like, competition for attention, but deep down, they're going to be regretting losing you, because now you look good, and you looking good would look good with them, right? Because this is why narcissists pick such appealing looking partners, good looking partners, the trophy wife, the trophy husband, whatever, right? Because it makes their appearance look good in front of other people. Oh, this is my beautiful wife. This is my handsome husband, right? And people look at you differently depending on who your partner is. And if you're looking good, that makes the narcissist look good. So they're going to regret losing you if you're looking really, really good, okay? You're looking really, really good. And it also, when you start looking good too, it makes you more, you're more in demand out there. And the narcissist knows it. So, it's a competition with the narcissist. They want something that everybody else wants. So that's another time that a narcissist will regret losing you, when they start to see you're looking really, really good. That's why I always say, you guys, self-care is wonderful for your healing journey, because not only are you taking care of yourself, your health, but you're also looking good. It's building your self-confidence, and it's a double whammy, because now the narcissist is going to regret losing you because they see that you're looking good. And people say, well, how could they see I'm looking good? They're blocked all over. You'd be surprised how that narcissist can keep tabs on you from other profiles, through word of mouth of mutual people. They can keep tabs on you if they really, really wanted to, all right? So they're going to see or hear along the line that you're looking good or you're doing good. So these are all the times that the narcissist is going to regret losing you. Now, keep in mind this. The narcissist is not like you, the way you regret losing somebody. The narcissist regrets losing what you had to offer them, the supply that you had to offer them, whatever it was, because they generally did not ever truly connect and fall in love with you. A lot of people don't believe this, but this is the truth. They were not fully connected to you. So they never, ever, it's a different kind of regret. It's not the regret you think where, they regret losing you because they fell in love with you. They regret losing you because you were a good thing. All right. That's why they regret losing you, because you were a good thing and you offered something to that narcissist, because we all know relationships with narcissists are transactional. And people come back to me and say, well, I didn't give the narcissist money and it wasn't about sex, so I don't know if I'm dealing with a narcissist or not. But see, what they don't realize is there's other forms of supply. Attention is a supply, you guys. So when you give a lot of attention to the narcissist, that is feeding the narcissist. It's not always about money or sex. There's other forms of supply that somebody could be offering the person, going out of their way, doing everything for them, giving them a place to live, whatever it is. That's why you have to look at the narcissist that you dealt with and figure out, okay, what did this person really want from me? Where was the benefit? What were they benefiting from me? Okay. Was it staying at my place? Was it me cooking them dinner? Was it me offering to help them with their business? Was it me calling and texting and giving them a lot of attention all the time? What was it that you gave that narcissist? Because whatever you gave that narcissist, that is what they're going to regret losing. Not necessarily you, the person, the internal beauty of you, because you are just a vessel to the supply of what they miss, okay? So even if you're looking good, the supply is not you necessarily. It's the fact of what you could do for them by looking good, all right? Maybe they're more attracted to you if you're looking good. So the supply is sex, right? Or, your arm candy. You make them look good when they go out and they like to show you off, all right? They could regret that aspect of you. So that's what you have to keep in mind. The narcissist regrets losing what you did for them, all right? Or the supply that you offered them, all right? Narcissists don't want to feel the kind of regret that you would feel, because that means that they have to, that means pain and vulnerability, and they don't want to do that. So they'll regret other things, on the surface, because they never ever want to get hurt. So they never want to get too close. They'll suppress all those kind of feelings of regret and shame because, they don't want to feel hurt. And a lot of times too, when they can't deal with the thought of losing you, they'll have to character assassinate you or, change the narrative of who you were in order to make themselves feel better. So you could be a great person that did everything for the narcissist, but the narcissist will rational it out in their delusional minds and say things like, well, they were a slob anyway, or, they didn't give me enough sex, or, they weren't that good looking, or they didn't have enough money, or something like that. They'll say something to themselves to help them not feel those kind of regrets, because they don't want to feel pain and they don't want to feel shame. But, they're a human being like everybody else. They suppress that shame. That's what they do. They suppress it. Okay. How do I know? Because the very close covert narcissists that I've dealt with actually told me that they suppress it. They suppress it. They try not to think about things that cause them pain. So this is what I'm telling you. This is what they do. But at these points in their life, this is when they're going to regret losing you. Okay. So there will be periods, and these are the periods that I'm telling you. It also could be when the narcissist is sick. When the narcissist is sick and they're down, that's another time when the narcissist could regret losing you. So you guys, these are all the times that the narcissist will think about you and regret losing you. But remember, it was not the kind of relationship you thought it was. They regret the supply that you offered them, okay? So don't ever think like you lost anything or anything like that. Your ex is your ex for a reason, and let them go, all right? You don't want to have to make the same mistake twice, because the second time around is worse than the first. So I hope that helps you. If it does, hit the subscribe button, share the video, share the podcast. If you're looking for confidential one-on-one phone coaching, check out the link in the bio. I have limited time at askyaz.wixsite.com/thegameexposed, you guys. I've just been working night and day, okay? Also, check out my YouTube. Everything's laid down over there. Over 7,000 videos at the Game Exposed podcast on YouTube. TikTok is the Game Exposed. Facebook, Instagram is the Game EXP123. And have a great day.